Hi, welcome to this video tutorial on how to set up your email using Mozilla Thunderbird. Mozilla Thunderbird is an email client. It's a great alternative to like Microsoft Outlook. So if you prefer to use Thunderbird, that's great. And in this tutorial, I'll help to show you how to set it up. While there are a number of similarities, there are also some differences which you need to follow. And so let's begin. Uh, this tutorial, you want to go to Tools, you want to go to Account Settings, and the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your outgoing server. And I've set it, and you have a default server. If you've never used Thunderbird and this is your first time, then you won't see this, and you can just click the Add button. But if you've already used Thunderbird, and let's say that you're switching, your settings have changed, and so you're going to need to modify this one here. Whatever this one is, you'll just go ahead and hit Edit. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to assume that you already have something here. If you don't, you would click the Add button and you would just add this information in. It's the exact same information here, except we're just going to edit it. And for this purposes, I'm just going to simply say this is egolfdiscounts.com. That's my domain name that I'm using for this test. And the server name is mail.the domain name. So I'm going to copy that by doing Control-C. I'm going to get rid of everything except the mail dot and hit Control-V to put in the domain name. You will put in your particular domain name, whatever that may be. The default is port 25, and so make sure that is 25. It should be there automatically. Leave this stuff alone. You don't need to change that. That's all going to be handled in the email account, which we'll set up next. So the first thing we're doing is we're setting up this outgoing server setting. Give it a description. It can be anything you want. Mail dot your domain name, and make sure it's set on port 25, and then click OK. Now that that's been set, and if you get prompted anywhere along this process about certificate unverified, and you're prompted to click to confirm or add an exception, do that. I think I saw that a moment ago when I was installing this. I don't personally use Thunderbird, so I installed it fresh just a moment ago. And I believe in that, and when I was setting this up initially, I got prompted. So if you see a prompting like that, just say yes, it's fine, okay, I'm not worried about it. Once you've set up the outgoing server, as you saw me do, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually add your mail account. So now we're going to come down here to Account Actions, and we're now going to add a mail account. So I'm going to go ahead and add my name. You will be putting, of course, your name. The email address, the entire email address for this account, it's test@egolfdiscounts.com. Enter in the password, whatever your password is. It should be checked on remember the password. That way you don't have to enter it every time. Hit continue. It's going to go through this process. When it sees that it's communicating with everything fine, then it's going to actually give you the opportunity to hit the create account button, which we're going to do. It's now going to test that email account. It was able to communicate with the outgoing and incoming mail server settings, and now it's looking at the actual email account settings. It's still verifying that. And it saw it, and we're fine. So okay, now that we've set up the mail settings, we've set up our email, we're now ready to send ourselves a test email. So I'm in my web-based email program. I like Gmail, and I'm going to send a test message to test@golfdiscounts.com. I'm going to say this is test number 2. I've already done a test 1 earlier. I know this works. And I've just sent a test 2. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to click on my inbox, and you can see it's 8:42 right now if you look down here, and you can see at 8:41 p.m. I received test 2, and there it is. Now if I want to reply to that, I'm going to double click it, hit reply, and simply say I got it, and hits the send button. And you can see it successfully sent it. I can come over here and hit refresh, and we can see that I just received my test 2 reply back, and there's my Gmail notifying message that I have received new email. So that's basically it. That concludes this tutorial. It's very straightforward. With that simple information, just follow through. If you need to rewatch the video once or twice, by all means do that, but it's a pretty straightforward process. I hope this helps.